Here, and welcome back to yet another Division 2 race, which is holding up quite well, to be honest, so far. Not much separating the front runners to the midfield or to the entirety of this field. So, this weekend we are in the classic Silverstone here, and looks like a classic weather as well with overcast conditions. Up in the sky, so not sure what the race setup will be. Let's just get this up quickly. And is he the first one to start his hot lap? We will know in a while, but I have a co-commentator with me tonight. It's someone new, someone different, and as far as I can sense, he hasn't done this before. So welcome. I would let you introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hey guys, I'm Shadow Sword. Otherwise, my name is Nirvan. I'm from Mumbai, and yeah, I'm new to IRL, and this is my first Division 2 race, so it's going to be an interesting one for me.
Yeah,
I know we have some fast guys in here.
Yeah, it's always good to have someone to talk to during the races, and yeah, I'm sure it will be a good one for you as well. So we're on board with Jinsanity at the moment. I don't know if he's the first one to start his hot lap, but we'll stay on board with him anyway, as he takes the Magnussen Beckett quite nicely. I don't think he was pushing too much over there by the looks of it, but with just 3 more corners to go after this, looks like a good banker to start with. So coming back to you, Shadow, or Nirvan, I'll call you Nirvan. Let's let people know your real name. So, what is your strategy when it comes to short quali? If you've done short quali before, I'm not really sure about that fact.
So yeah, at least in my last race, the strategy was to get out kind of early, maybe like a minute in, put in a good banker. Or what happened there to Insanity?
Well, something happened, and Big Booty had to take some evasive action. And
yeah, that was
his
interesting.
witness damage. Oh, Jinsanity gets a 5 place grid penalty for that.
Oh god.
I wasn't really looking at the screen. I was looking at the comments in the stream, so I have to.
That was weird. It looked more like lag than a real incident. He just kind of froze on the screen, and Big Booty had to like evade to the left.
That's just sucks at the moment. But what he has done so far. He has set a provisional pole with a 25-1, just 1/10 quicker than HVP. So just to fill you in, our championship fighters at this moment, or at least the top 2, they are HVP and Mayank, where is he in P17. So he's yet to set a lap. Let's just be on board with someone else. I see Racing Points coming to the finishing line, but none of them are on their hot lap. No. So yeah, so you were speaking about your strategy before we were interrupted by the Williams.
Yeah, it's usually the banker in the start just to get the delta, and towards the end of the session, because track condition is a thing in this game, I try to go in late and set a good lap, but I've just done 1 race, so I'm also watching here to learn to see what other people are doing.
Yeah, this is one advantage, right? To be in D1, you can just see what lap times these guys are doing, and then probably you can just at least aim to match that or possibly beat those. Or you can even get an insight to the strategy that these guys do.
Yeah, very true. It's interesting that Shah and Nishan both came out on Inters.
Oh, I know the strategy that they're doing. They're just trying to set a bank, as you said that set a banker first. So their banker is on the Inter, which makes absolutely no sense, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sid Kulkarni crosses into P5. So I don't know how that helps. I mean, yeah, you will be quicker on your softs or mediums whenever you come out in your dry compound tires, but I don't know how that helps. So maybe they know something we don't.
A 1:25.5. It's a decent time, but not anywhere close to Insanity.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, the track evolution, of course, will come into play as the session progresses. We are 7.5 minutes into the session, so once these drivers come out for their second run, we could see possibly these drivers put in maybe mid 124s, if I can vouch for that. Maybe these drivers can do that. Any wild guess from you? What the pole time could be?
The pole time today, I think it's gonna be a 1:24.6. That's probably.
Yeah, so you're somewhere around what the mid 124s as well. So yeah, even I think 124.5 should be a good lap. I mean, if that can be beaten, I heard Sumi in P9 did a 124.0 in time trial, which is like pretty quick. And yeah, I think if you can match that, which is not too difficult to match your time trial time on this track. So if you can
So are a lot of the drivers today new drivers to the D2?
There are no new drivers. There are two reserves now that you said it. One is, of course, Big Booty. I can say that name without NSFW worry. And the other one, wait, let me just see. The Shah cross finish line in P6, 125.9. So he's the last of the drivers in the 125. So, and the second reserve is who was the second reserve, man? Oh shit, I forgot. Abhi in P11, yeah. So Abhi was a full-time driver before he moved to reserve. So yeah, so P11 and P15. Well, Booty hasn't set a lap time yet.
It seems he was probably disrupted by that incident with Jinsanity.
Yeah, and I think Jinsanity. Okay, he's on his out lap. Yeah, go on.
It's unfortunate that he's gotten a 5-plate penalty.
Yeah, that was weird. I mean, I looked up at the screen and I saw his car just stood in the middle, and then I saw the racing point just zoom past him. So that was quite weird to see. Where is not Sumi? Let me just have a look who is exactly on the hot lap. So Space Cadet is on his hot lap, so we stay on board with him. So personal opinion, how do you like this track or dislike?
Honestly, I've always disliked this track until it came up on the calendar this week and I had to put lap after lap of practice on it. I like it, it flows really well. I just have a problem with turn 3 and 4, you know, the kind of slow left-right hander. But other than that, great track. Like once you get Maggots and Beckett's, the flow is too good.
Yeah, I think those are the most challenging corners to nail perfectly and not get a track extension, something that I haven't learned till now. I still struggle with it.
Yeah,
but
I think consistency is going to be an interesting play in this race, I guess, with a lot of penalties coming in for just going a bit wide on Maggots and Beckett's or Cobbs.
Yeah, but I think it's a pretty decent track. As Space Cadet goes across the line and improves by just a position, goes almost 1.5 tenths quicker than his previous.
He took a lot of curve there on the exit of the last corner. It looked like it made him lose a lot of time.
Yeah, that was quite different. As Big Booty is somehow still not setting his lap time yet. He's on 0 ERS. What is this his hot lap?
No, I think he's on 100% on my screen.
The 100% is his ERS reserve. He should be on hot lap, which he isn't. And he still isn't. He's still running. Can someone just tell him that switch up his ERS? He's losing a lot of time there. He's currently down in P9.
That Big Booty is new to ERS assist off.
Okay.
So that's probably what's factoring in here, but
yeah, someone needs to just remind him to switch it on. He's gonna lose. He's gonna be a sitting duck in the race if he's defending from drivers behind. So yeah, someone just let him know. Sid Venkatesh is about to cross the finish line. Takes a final corner. Does he improve on his P3? He improves on his time, but not on his position. Goes 120, stays 125.3 and stays in P3. And I think no, that was an ace. Someone improved who I've totally missed. Nishan has improved. There you go. 25.3. So yeah, speaking of Nishan, this guy or this driver, let's keep it professional. This driver is not having the best of luck so far in this season. Qualifies decently, but then the races just doesn't go as planned. Especially the way he started the season. Yeah, he has a podium to his name, But then last three races haven't been so good for him, and yeah, we've seen him fall down the order. So hopefully a good result for him tonight, as we have supporters for Big Booty in the chat. Spicy Nugs says that's his boy, or I'm sorry, her. That's her boyfriend. If that's a her, I don't know if it's a friend just
Oh yeah, no,
pulling
that's
the
my
leg.
girl.
Oh, that's her. Oh, Spicy Nugs are. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that's a supporter for Big Booty. Someone trying to pull his
Yeah,
leg.
yeah, I guess
So.
she is, man. Big Booty always seems to come in with some fans.
So we have a viewer from the United States, which is good.
IRL's expanding its
I mean,
horizons.
that gives you more reason to speak even more now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to just keep quiet for a long time.
No, yeah, you're totally
So
right.
let's pick a driver once Mayank finishes his hot lap. So just 3 more corners to go. Approaching the heavy braking zone into the final chicane. Really needs to ride those curves on the inside, which he I think could have done even more. But what lap time will Mayank put in the end? He improves that position and goes P5 with a 125.3.
It's interesting that Jinsanity had set this quick time in the beginning and no one's improved on it since.
That's
Track condition didn't factor in this race.
That's really impressive, yeah. And that's a banker. He's yet to go out on his final run. So Cal in P19 is on his hot lap. So I'll let you run all of us through his lap. So P19 Cal, all yours.
Okay, so Cal currently exiting corner 4. That was kind of good. He held a lot of pace through there. You want to keep it tucked into the inside line just to reduce the length of the track as much as you can. Oh, he downshifts for Cobbs. Interesting. That's not a line. I think you're taking it flat out as a off-limit line. But a good run through Maggots and Beckett's. You want to downshift into the last turn and downshift into 5th down there. That was good. It's a great lap, other than the interesting line into Cobbs. Downshift into 5th. That was a good corner through the 3rd last corner into the penultimate corner. A bit slow on the exit, but hitting the apex just into the across the line of 127.2. That was a decent lap, but not enough to get him into the top 10 or anywhere near that.
And that was a decent run through the lap by you. Well done. Not bad for a first time.
Oh.
Hopefully that wasn't stressful.
No, not too bad. That was fun.
It's good. It's commentary is fun. So we are on board with sort of night, yes. So the other Ferrari we haven't been on board too much, and yeah, he'll be looking to score decent points for the team. As it stands, he is P9 in the driver standing, but the Ferraris are fighting for the constructors. So just 4 points separating the top 3 in Division 2. Mercedes, Haas and Ferrari in that very order. So quite close between these constructors. He goes a bit deep and off the tracks. So yeah, it didn't invalidate, but it will hamper his lap time in the end. I think he should lose around 2 to 3 tenths. Because of that, and he has to lift off, and he is backed out of his lap. So that lap is done and dusted. There's a McLaren right behind him. That could be Azun, who's on his out lap, and so are some of the front runners. Anyone else on their hot lap? Sumi or Sumer is on 1, but he's too far back. Space Cadet in P16 is coming across the finish line almost. Not sure how much he's improving, but we'll get to know that in just a corner. Space Cadet with a 127.1 currently will improve, and he does almost 6 tenths, but that's good enough only for P15. Puts Norsumi down into P16. Let's see if anyone else. Cal is going all out for another run. Where's Big Booty? He's in the pits.
All on the out lap, so that's really interesting.
Yeah, so once Jin starts his lap, I'll let you take over the hot lap once again. So, yeah, nice Williams. Oh, and there's a big corner cut from Sid Venkatesh into the Maggots and Beckett's as Mayank has retired.
Oh, quick killer set a blistering lap at a 125.0.
That is out of nowhere. Yep, I did not expect
Where was he
that. Yeah, we haven't been on him for the entirety
before? Great lap.
of this session so far. But yeah, 125.0. That's 1/10 quicker. As the flags are out, the qualification has ended. Is Sid Venkatesh, and I think that's done for Sid. There are a couple of was the Alpha Tauris.
On lap, it seems.
Insanity is, and so is Nishan taking turn 1 right now. Where is Jin? Jin is further up, so take us away with the Jin's hot lap.
Okay, so yeah, Jin just exits out of turn 4, gets a good run again, keeps tight on the line. Seems like he's pushing very hard on this lap, gets good curve on the outside and the inside, flat out to the corner. That's amazing. Into Maggots and Beckett's, he takes the first 2 good turns flat out, down into 5th, taking the curve on the outside. This is going to be a good lap, I think. Doesn't seem to have made any mistakes, but will it be enough to put him in that top spot? In down into 5th gear for that fast right hander, and into the penultimate corner. Down into 4th. Interesting, he's going to be slow on the off but have good grip and all 4 wheels across the line, and he puts in a 124.6.
That is not
very,
bad.
very
HVP goes
What did I
124.7
say?
right behind him. That's bang on money with that time.
Yeah.
Talk about being specific, and that's what you wear. So Nishan coming across the final chicane. HVP has managed to improve. Sumit has managed to improve. Sid Venkatesh goes P3, 24.9. Will Nishan improve on that? He goes P3. That's exactly the same time, just a few hundred slower. And I think... Oh, I'm sorry, I just missed your excitement. What happened?
Sorry, I just watched the AI of HVP just bump into the back of Insanity.
Alright, and I think that's everyone done for us. And
Yeah,
we have...
Sadly, the other Racing Point didn't improve at all either. I don't think he managed to get in a second lap.
Yeah, so as you predicted quite accurately, 24.6 could be the pole time, and it is the pole time tonight for Division 2. Not too far, just within a tenth is Herschel or HVP in P2. So HVP has always been in the mix in the front. It's just I see this as a trend in Division 2. I mean, since this is the first time, you probably wouldn't know, but we've had quite a mixed bag of results in this division so far. So we've had, I think, 4 different winners in 6 races. So this this is quite an eventful division, unlike Division 1, where we didn't face a lot of
That's because you're in Division 1.
let's not go there. I'll just quickly run through the qualifying order. So Jinsanity with a 5-place grid penalty will not start on pole. It will be HVP starting from pole, followed by Nishant, Sid Venkatesh, Quick Killer, and then Jinsanity in P6. P5. Sumi, Mayank, Azun, Oxidized, Thakurwa, Sid Kulkarni, A, Saurabh Naik, Shah, Redstone, Space Cadet, T-Scal, Abhi, Suraj in P19, and Big Booty, who forgot that there's an ERS on his wheel to use. He'll form P20 on this grid. So, interesting qualifying. What do you predict for the race? I mean, this is something that I do. It's customary for me wherever I commentate. Pick your P3 in no particular order.
Pick my P3.
Sorry, not P. I'm sorry, top 3. I'm sorry, I just got
Pick
confused
my
there.
top 3. Okay, so
Yeah.
for top 3, I think. Do you want me to order them or just give you?
Yes, I mean, if you are too confident on your prediction, just name them in the order.
Interesting. I think HVP P1. I want to say Nishan in the top 3, but I'm not sure. And who else? HVP. I think Jinsanity, and let's say. Oh, I don't want to say Quick Killer. That's kind of out there. So let's say not Sumi. P3.
No, interesting. I mean, you're putting Jinsanity on podium, which, I mean, judging by his qualifying pace, he has the pace to be on the podium or maybe even win.
Yeah, I mean, he is VFix's brother, so you know.
Oh, so that's how things work?
Yeah. People.
Siblings think
Pace runs in the family, you know.
they learn from each other. Alright, for some reason I cannot switch to the replay cams. Okay, I'm stuck on the driver pod. Oh, it worked for a second. Okay, it's working now. Perfect. Okay, so you've named HVP, Sumi, and Jin.
Yeah, Sumi's starting a strong P5. I think it'll be good for him. I think that there'll be. I don't know. How chaotic are Division 2 races usually?
It's pretty clean. I mean, there are incidents here and there, but not big enough to cause a carnage.
And this is a fast track, so.
It is a fast swing track, especially turn 1 where cars bunch if it's a high speed corner. And yeah, we could see people crashing. Let's hope not, but.
Hopefully not, but
yeah, and HGP looks to be in a hurry. Look at the gap he's built up in the front in the formation lap. Renault looks pretty strong at the moment in P1 and P5.
Where are they in the constructors?
In constructors, they are currently in P6, which doesn't look good. They are 30, but they're just 30 points adrift to the leader. So the point gap is not big throughout the table. So yeah, constructor battle could go to the wire.
This is going to be a race to watch, I guess. There's only 3 races left in the season, right?
For Division 2, it's 4. Hungary race had to be postponed. So that will happen after our season finale for Division 1 in France. So Hungary, it will be for these guys. But as the AI lineup, I'll just quickly name my top 3. I will say it will be HEB, one of them. I want to say Sumer or not Sumi in P5, but I don't know. I think Jinsanity and who should I pick? Maybe Quick Killer. Between Sid and Quick Killer, any one of them. Sid has been in pretty good form. Nishan, again, similar luck like Sumi. So it will be good to see him on the podium again, but just judging by the trend.
If commentators curse is a thing, then
let the race start. I will get back to you as the lights go on. Off we do not go. Someone who has gone is Big Booty out of nowhere. He is the only one out on the track. Is it the same Podolsky as we are off? So HGP is now finally off, and he has managed to hold on to his lead, followed by Nishan, and Quick Killer out of nowhere overtakes Sid Venkatesh. And further back, I don't see there is any collisions. Looks pretty clean so far, except our new racing is Big Booty, who's 4.5 seconds in the front. So not sure what happened. Do you have any idea?
He's playing an interesting strategy, probably taking the drive-through and trying to get ahead in clear air.
That's a pretty solid strategy. Not getting a penalty. I hope he's not in the AI, as there's Sid Kulkarni at the back, who's lost a few positions.
Not Sumi maintaining his place in the order.
Yeah,
Shaw getting a place up in the weekend.
So from the positions tab, you can see Big Booty has been the biggest gain as Alfa Romeo's go side by side into Maggots and Beckett, and Shah had to back out of that, doing the smart thing, not going side by side, and he goes off the track again. So his teammate is holding up quite a lot, and he gets overtaken by Ace and could be under attack from Jinsanity as well. So pretty interesting start with Big Booty getting the jump, as Big Booty is now hounded by HEP, and HEP has managed to overtake him.
Engulfed him already.
And that's the word, engulfed him. As you can see, Shah is struggling, and Jinsanity had to lift off. That allowed Redstone Dub to overtake him, and as Space Cadet as well.
He's in P14, what happened there?
Yeah, something must have happened. I see no damage on his car. A driver who has there's a big collision, not a big collision, but Space Cadet ran into the back of Redstone Dub.
It looked like wing damage from my perspective, but
yeah, that was definitely a wing damage. As I believe Big Booty is AI. Yeah, he is AI. Yeah, Big Booty seems to have disconnected. Yeah, I can see the cross next to his name, so he will lose position. So not a good start.
That was an interesting burst of performance from Big Booty.
Oh, Oxidized Rage has DNF. I just saw. That has to be the exit of that hairpin, and yes, oh, it's a virtual safety car, and yeah, there's his car with the left wheel off, so not a good start. We'll have to wait and see how that happened, as Mayank is all the way down in P20. Wow. Just to let you know, Mayank is the championship leader in Division 2.
Oh wow.
15 points in front of Azun, who is in P7.
Maybe he can pull off a 20th to 1st
Well,
charge.
you never know. Safety car can come out.
It seems anyway everyone's within like 5 seconds of each other.
Yeah, looks like it so far, but the gap could improve. Not 5 seconds, but 20 seconds to be more precise. 19.3. From the leader all the way down to Space Cadet, as we have green flags once again. Any movement that we could see, close battles, yeah, there are definitely close battles all around the track, but way to keep our eye out.
HVP has just built up a nice gap out of the DRS range of Nishan.
Yeah, and his teammate is right behind Sid Venkatesh, trying to improve on his starting position. He's the only one in top 5 who hasn't swapped the position so far in the 3 laps that we've had. So maintaining that quite nicely. I am really not sure what's happening with Big Booty. He's not rejoined the session, so he is losing the positions as the race progresses. So not a good sight from Racing Point's perspective.
Did he get a drive-through for his jump start?
No, I think he must have disconnected before this race even started. There was no penalty whatsoever next to his name, so... okay. I assume it's not the best.
It's not the best.
Alright, that's actually...
An impressive showing, you know. P1 from P20 first corner.
In the first corner, I held on to the lead but almost for the entirety of 1 lap. And Insanity is showing his pace as the race progresses, setting the fastest lap of anyone on track with a 130.3. Not bad.
It's going to be an overtaking show from Jinsan. Seems there's 4 cars lined up in front of him.
Yeah, and he's someone who we both predicted to be on the podium at least. You predicted him for P2?
Yeah, P2 if not P1. I think HVP is going to run away with this one.
At the moment, it definitely looks like HVP is has this in the bag, but let's not speak too soon. As something that we learned from Austria in Division 1 last week.
That was an unfortunate showing for you.
Let's not open up the wounds again.
Ooh, a little bit wide for Jinsanity. Could be garnering some penalties.
Yeah, so it is one of those tracks where drivers have to be careful because the penalties could play a spoil sport on the final results.
Really good, but everyone seems clean up until now, so that's good to see.
That's definitely good to see. No major collisions, at least as far as we could see, which is good. So, can I just ask Unirvan to send Big Booty an invite, as he has dropped me a DM to do so.
Okay.
It will be good to have him back on the track driving his car.
I'd like to see what he can do when not an AI.
So while he invites Big Booty back, I'll take you for the comms. HVP is managing to keep that gap as it is, and Quick Killer in P3 started P4 is trying to make his move on Nishan. So Nishan will be looking to score another podium tonight. He has had a run off.
Sumi bumping wheels with Sid Venkatesh.
Oh, there's a spinner Rooney in P5, and Sid Venkatesh, as you said, and he has a wing damage on his left M plate, and he will lose positions as he rejoins the track safely, which is good to see. But yeah, someone who was showing pretty good pace up until that point, he wouldn't be too pleased with that.
But Sumi was a victor in that situation. Has gone up to P4.
Yeah.
Closer towards the podium, I have predicted for him.
Yeah, he is. And Quick Killer, meanwhile, on the back of Nishan, not using his overtake. Probably planning to just stay put for a while, not battle him too much, so that possibly they can pull up a gap of some sort to the drivers behind him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see in the pit stops who wins and who loses there.
Yeah, it should be interesting as it's a big train and a battle for P5. Look at behind us. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 car train all into DRS zone of each other. It's a battle for P5 all the way down to P11. So I'm pretty sure guys like Sorum, like Jin and Redstone Dub will be frustrated being stuck in this DRS train. I think that's the worst place to be, and even if Thakurwa is able to make the move on Azun will do the same thing on the next DRS zone. So yeah, it's a, what do you say, Cash 21 situation?
Yeah, truly, but let's see if they can manage to all make up some time to sue me together. If they just don't fight, they can probably gain some time.
Oh, well, Saurabh Naik, I just saw in the background, makes his move on the inside of, I don't know, I just call it Old Turn 1, I'm pretty bad. Yeah, I'm just pretty bad with the name. So it's Insanity losing a position as Redstone gets a 3 seconds, our first driver to get a penalty this weekend. Yeah, so Saurabh Naik making that bold move by going on the inside of the Williams driver.
Just, Nishan is keeping very, very close to HVP, Could be very interesting for the lead. So Caesar, while this DRS train is warming up, I just want to ask, what's your preferred strategy on this track?
Soft to medium is pretty easy as Jinsanity is going into the pits. I think he has had enough of that DRS train, so maybe he's trying something different at the moment, which I think is a smart thing to do. If you're stuck and you cannot make any progress, just do something different. So coming back to your question, I think the ideal strategy is a soft to medium. I think pit on around lap 11, 12 and take the mediums all the way to the end. Of course, that's under a normal race circumstances where no safety car is involved. So if that is the case, that strategy should work quite well. If not, then do what Jin is doing.
Yeah.
And he is on the mediums. That's quite a bold move. So 20 laps on the mediums, it's pretty doable for sure. But he'll have to manage his tire quite well, as Nishan has managed to close on the gap on HVP. So is HVP starting to struggle a bit? Made some mistakes, not really sure, but Nishan has managed to close down, and he has brought along Quick Killer with him to join in the battle for the lead.
3-car battle for the lead. This is going to be... Oh! Quick Killer going a little bit wide. Hopefully there are no penalties for the top 3.
No, as Thakur was in the pits as well, so he's doing something what Jinsanity has done a lap earlier. So we could see the drivers in this DRS train peel into the pits one after the other, and we've already seen Azun has managed to pull up a gap to Ace by over a second. Shah is right on Ace's tail. And yeah, Sorum Naik and Redstone both within a second of those drivers.
I wonder, is Big Booty back and racing?
Oh, there's yellow! Now William has spun. Who could that be? Is that Jin? No, I think that was Steve's. There was a yellow. And yeah, he's coming under attack from Space Cadet. Could be him. I am not really sure. So where is Big Booty in all of this? I think Big Booty is now in control of his car. I think he is, and he's
I think so as well.
up into P13. Yeah, I can say he's up because he started P20. Led the race for a few sectors, and yeah, he's good to see him back in control of his car. Oh, there's a swap in the positions. Oh, that's because Nishan is into the pits. So drivers are doing quite an early pit stop here.
He goes wide. He's off the track. Lost a lot of time there.
Shah gets a 5 second for speeding in the pit lane. Oh, this is not good for Shah, who was probably fighting for P5 before that pit stop was made.
And Nishan's in the pits. He's going down to cut HVP. Let's see where he's going to come out.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued by this strategy these guys are doing. Maybe these guys are in the party chat together, doing something different. But I mean, I understand what Jinsanity and Thakurova and Shah are doing. But Nishan was fighting for the lead, and for him to go in the pits that early,
it's going to put him behind some cars that he doesn't want to be sitting behind.
At the moment, he's in the free air, but yeah, pretty soon he could catch up to the leaders. And he could possibly even jump HVP once HVP decides to pit, possibly at lap, what is it, lap 12, 11? But yeah, but I think by the end of the race, all these drivers could be struggling until the safety car saves them, as Space Cadet is going for the move, and Thieves almost, not almost, but he did touch. And Space Cadet is facing the wrong way. And yeah, he's losing even more positions now as Big Booty's into the pits, and
he's on a set of hard.
So he's playing the safe strategy. He doesn't want to preserve his tire. He just wants to go all out. HVP sets the fastest lap on 9-lap-old softs.
HVP has built up a lovely gap, a nice big 3.2 second gap.
Wow, that's
2.5. Like
3.3 seconds exactly. That was something else.
The pace down where he needs to.
Yeah, he's just showing everyone who's the boss at the moment, at this stage of the race. As there's a battle between Alfa Romeos for P14, as Thakurova does not fight that at all. And of course, Team Orders would have been there in that team. And Shah takes P14 away. But Shah has a 5-second drive-through, not drive-through, but speeding penalty to take care of.
He needs to make up as many places as he can if he wants to score some points.
Yeah, should be interesting as top 4 on the soft. They're still out on the track, and I think they are sticking to their usual lap 11, lap 12 pit stop strategy.
Yeah, the top 9 right now, none of them have pit. So let's see which strategy comes out as the winner today.
Yeah, and you know, we have to keep an eye out on the medium runners in the top 6, our Redstone and Saurabh, because they'll be pitting and will be coming out on the soft. And the soft compound on a lighter car is pretty OP towards the end. So we could see these guys, as Notsumi has Quick and GPR in the pits. So where is his rival Nishan? He is on the back straight. So
he's got a place already.
Yeah, and Nishan, we could see him jump HVP here, but I don't think by the pace HVP was showing, setting fastest lap on 9-lap-old tires. It will be impressive if HVP is able to hold on to his net P1 once he's out of the pits. Yeah, so he's on the move. Nishan is on the main straight. Could be close, but I don't think it will be close enough. HVP is already out of the pits, and he's well ahead of Nishan, even in front of his teammate. So even if a team's even if a team strategy was involved in AlphaTauri to hold the HVP up, that strategy is out of the window. So that was a mega in lap from HVP's Nirvan.
Truly, HVP is super fast, and you know, I found out he drives on medium traction control, so there's so much more pace there for him as well. He's really quick.
Yeah, you see these guys put in those lap times with
P7 just had a big lockup.
Yeah, that's Suraj. So yeah, so Suraj is someone who is going all assist off for the first time, and good thing that he's doing that. That's how we learn. As there's a Williams crashed out. I think that's Steve Scal. He's having a lot of spins at the moment, unfortunately. And could we see HVP go for the move on Sid Kulkarni? I really don't think he's close enough to make a move. He wasn't, as Abi gets a 5-second for speeding, and Notsumi is in the pits. Any other battle that we can see? I think this is the closest battle that we have at the moment.
He's on the back of Sid Kulkarni.
Yep, and I think at the next DRS straight. Oh, he's going for a dive bomb. He doesn't want to wait for it, and he is not waiting for for the DRS zone. He just wants to.
Doesn't let him through though.
Yeah,
He's gonna lose him time to Nishan.
Yeah. To be fair, both of them are losing time to their respective rivals at this moment by fighting each other. You can see he's still fighting. He's trying to hold it on the inside, which will turn to the outside.
Sid hasn't even stopped. But I guess he's on the medium, so he has to try and keep track position.
Yeah, but at the moment, Sid Kulkarni is a full pit stop down on HVP. So that's how strong his pace is at the moment.
Must have a fierce rivalry if he was holding him up that hard.
Maybe team orders, because as you know, the Haas are in the constructors fight as well. So I think that must have helped Quick Killer just a tiny bit. Maybe claw in some of those lost time as a result. So how does your podium predictions look at the moment?
This is interesting because Saurabh and Redstone haven't hit yet, so I think HVP is still going to be net P1.
Yes.
Nishan is just holding on well, really well. He's keeping a good gap. He's going to overtake Sid Kulkarni soon as well. So Nishan P2 is looking actually very likely, unless some freak accident occurs, in which case, who knows. But
Yeah.
Mayank is close on the back of Sid Venkatesh, but not close enough to be in his DRS, I don't think, for the next activation point.
Yeah, he's over a second, and yeah, Sid Venkatesh will pull up a gap because he's on a fresher medium compounds compared to his old hard. So
gosh, so the championship leader
is down in P16. Yeah, remember the point scoring positions are up till P12.
Oh really?
Yeah,
it's different for the league.
Yeah, it's different for the league, the point system. So he needs to be at least P12 to get that 1 point at least into his points tally.
This is gonna take a huge chunk out of his lead if he has one.
Oh, definitely, yeah, that's gonna take a big hit, as Nishan is now trying to make a move for the net P2, and I don't think that will be too difficult. But Sid Kulkarni is not letting him by too easily, which obviously he's entitled to hold on. But yeah, Sid Venkatesh had to let go of that position. And for the back, Sumi has managed to overtake Suraj for P7. I think he's net P4? If I'm not, yeah, it's HVP, Nishan, Quick Killer, and Sumer here. Yeah, and he's
it seems Haas have put on an amazing performance, and I think where Sid Kulkarni come out at the end.
Yeah, I think Sid Kulkarni is going to lose a lot of time, to be fair. I mean, if you add 30 seconds, he will come out behind Mayank if he is to pit now. But he's on the medium, so he could carry on for 2 more laps after this. Let's see if Team Auto's come into play for Haas. He has held up Nishan and HVP. Will he hold up Quick Killer? What do you think?
I don't think he's... I mean, I hope he doesn't for the championship.
Yep.
Haas is my team in D1, you know, so...
Oh yeah, yes. You are a Haas, you are a Haas driver as well, so yeah, you would want these two to not fight.
Running in the top 6.
Yeah, for the back, Alfa Romeos are still at it even after so many laps. They are not letting each other through. Thakur was not having any of it. He's going to send it on the inside. Now he backs out of it, but compromises Shah's line as well. Further up, wow, Sid Kulkarni went deep. But I don't think these guys will be happy as teammates, the Alfa Romeos. They're just causing time to each other. Remember, Shai, they are fighting for P12 at the moment, which is the final points position, as Thakur goes for the move once again.
I think he's gonna seal the deal here. But
for
it's
now,
good to see some racing, you know, for all of us.
Yeah, there's a McLaren in the party as well. At the back.
Oh, so Thakurva and Shah's fighting has definitely cost one of them a position, it seems.
Yeah, further up, Sumer. Yeah, I think it should be an easy move. And it will be an easy move for the Renault driver. So, at the moment, looks pretty good for the Renault as a constructor.
Tumbling down the order right now. Sumi's got him, Quick Killer's got him.
Nishan. So all our top 4 drivers, the net top 4, are through. And yeah, probably in a lap or two we could see Saurabh, Redstone, and all the old medium runners come in for a change.
This is a really long stint though.
Yeah,
but I think in a lobby with
they're on the
good
mediums.
performance, you know, this like the option strategy isn't like too good because just can't build up that gap.
Yeah, as Jinsanity makes a move for P8, all Suraj.
Decent recovery for him after spinning out once or twice.
That's right, and looks like the Alpha Romeo's battle has died down for now as Thakur has pulled up a gap of over a second. And Shah now has to play a defensive role rather than attacking. Hey, Big Booty gets a 3-second time penalty. He's first for the weekend, if I'm not wrong. Oh yes, no, that's his third. Oh, that's his third. Oh. My bad. He has 9 seconds, most of anyone so far on the grid.
He's so close behind Shah. Let's see if he's gonna throw it down the inside. Oh, he had to back out. That was so close.
That was indeed very close, and rightly backed off. But as a result, he got himself a 3-second time penalty.
He's putting Shah on the defensive too hard. He's taking such a wide line.
Will he make the move stick? Shah is defending this, but I think this could be a move into the
around the outside. Ooh, this
switchback. No, he parked the bus beautifully.
Shah with some good defensive driving.
It is, and it's only costing him time. I mean, he is P13, but yeah, I mean, he has the McLaren.
For his teammate.
And there is a Ferrari coming up right behind them, and pretty soon, yeah, we'll see him as Redstone and Saurabh in the pits. So this rain could now turn very interesting as we will see the medium runners go onto the soccer board as the McLaren goes on a very attacking move on Shah and makes the move stick up into P13. So now we could see what Abhi's pace is.
Ferrari of Sid Venkatesh is now just on the back of Shah. Shah's really lost out in this whole ordeal fighting with Thakur.
No, he's lost a lot of time. Yep, you are absolutely correct. As Redstone double coming in the mix of this. Where is he?
Oh, just ahead of Abhi.
He's in a sandwich. Oh, so that's pretty good. He's right in front of that McLaren and a decent gap to Thakurwa. So he'll be pretty pleased with that.
I think that was as good as it could have been.
Yeah, absolutely, and now we should see how many positions Saurabh and Redstone are going to make towards the dying stages of this race or in this second stint. And you can already see Thakurwa, he's gained so much on... Redstone, he's gained so much on Thakurwa. So is this a strategy you see yourself doing tomorrow?
Switch from like doing the late mediums to softs. I mean, I don't know.
Alternate strategy.
I don't know how high I'm going to qualify. Let's see. I honestly put in many laps of the hards here too. I didn't mind them as much as I did at Austria. Oh, a nice move from Redstone.
Sumi said the purple lap, but I don't think that purple lap from Sumaid is going to stay for long as Redstone and Saurabh Naik are making a charge to the front of the grid. Sid Kulkarni has finally pitted. So he's done, I think, a pretty decent job for his teammate or for Haas. And yeah, he'll be hoping that he scores some points by the end of it. Yeah, he'll drop down quite a lot of positions.
He's going to be behind the big train.
Just keep counting.
Oh gosh. But it's interesting because HVP is out there on 6-lap-old tires and Sumi has just 5-lap-old mediums. So let's see how it's going to turn out for Nishan, who's on slightly older tires.
Yeah, that's
HVP's put on a great show.
So far, he's pretty managing the race pretty well. Held on to the lead from lap 1, and you know, managing the gap as well. I mean, not just holding on to his people. Oh, as Shah is just lost the back, and could this cause a safety car? Oh, that's a reset on track. Did Shah there, And wow, that was a big shunt into the wall. Not really sure if he got hit or he just lost the traction, but yeah, he has no wing, literally no wing on his car. That was not a good sight. Jinsanity is up in P5 out of nowhere. I absolutely missed Jin, and he's right on Quick Killer's tail.
With 3 seconds of penalties, he's actually looking good for P5. He can keep this gap.
He is, but with just 7 laps to go, and there's yellows in Sector 1. Screen now. So, you think Sumi, or do you recommend...
What's happened to Quick Killer?
Oh, where is he?
He's P18. What's
what?
happened there?
He has disconnect. No, it's a bug. It's a bug. Jinsanity is right on his tail. You can see. So the timing sheets have messed up. But I think has Quick Killer disconnected. I don't know.
So possibly.
I really hope he is not. He is showing pretty good pace. I mean, the AI is set to pretty low, so it just could be a game bug that he's ghosted. Else Jinsanity.
P4. Wow.
He is P5. He's P5.
P5.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. What an amazing drive back.
Yeah,
where was he? P8. P10.
Yeah, he was quite far down the order, but at the moment looks like he's...
Oh, and he gets fast on the inside with some contact maybe, if he's racing, I'm not sure.
Contact with the ghost. I think Quick Killer is in the lobby. He is racing as far as I guess.
He's not given up the position, he's close on the back of Jinsanity, so I don't think he's an AI, definitely.
Yeah, he's definitely not an AI, because AI would have been left for dead far back. But yellow's in Sector 1 again, nothing that I can see.
You know, it's probably lap cars getting overtaken, going off the track too.
Possibly. So, Jin is on 12, Sid Kulkarni, there you go, 127.8. He is 6 tenths behind Mayank. Oh, and so he could score a point after all. Another Haas driver. So, Haas is doing quite well. Remember, Jinsanity has that time penalty with him. Quick Killer does not. So if Sid Kulkarni manages to overtake him and finish P12 on track, we could see.
The gap is diminishing as I speak.
Sid Venkatesh has overtaken. Has he overtaken or Abhi has managed to close on the gap to Sid? I don't know, I'm confused at the moment.
Yeah,
Yellow's again. Oh, who's that? Jin? No, that's Steve's. Sorry, I got excited. I saw Williams crash into Magnussen. Beckett. Could this be a safety car? It's a virtual safety car.
Oh no, that's unfortunate for Sid Kulkarni, who was just looking to make a move on Mayank.
Yeah, sometimes the VSCs come at the worst time. I've had that before, and I know how much that can piss someone.
Not as bad as a safety car in the second last lap though. So.
Oh man, just let's... Do you have to bring that up again? And again? Right, I mean VSCs anyway. A bit better than safety car, especially if you are if you're done with your pit stops and you're looking to just hold on to your positions. I think VSCs are the preferred ones. Unless Big Booty got a 5-second for speeding.
Oh my god, I was just gonna comment on how Space Cadet had overtaken him in penalties, but see.
You think Big Booty can go for the fastest lap? Just slap on a set of socks? I mean, he can.
What is the fastest time?
Fastest lap time is at 27.8 from Sid Kulkarni.
Oh, not bad. I think Big Booty actually could do that with a light car and some soft tires, some fresh rubber.
Looks very promising, as Sumi is now back off onto the back of Nishan, and where is it? Oh, Nishan has managed to close on the gap to HVP. The gap was around 2 seconds the last time we checked.
Oh, that's not bad. Do you think it was the safety car that ate into it a little bit, or
that might have? But the other runner of Sumer has now closed down the gap to Nishan. So top three are really bunched up together, and I think HVP will be hoping that Nishan and Sumi starts fighting so that he can pull up a gap again.
He's gonna, yeah. But let's see if they're greedy, they can maybe push forward together.
I mean, they can. Yeah, none of the top three have any time penalties on them, so it's all about track positions at the moment. So
yeah, and it's good to see that the top three, HVP and Sumi, are on there. It's good to see Sumi making the charge from P5 or P6, wherever he started. It's been a great race for him.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And speaking of charge, Saurabh Naik is making one, and so is Restaurant Up. Saurabh Naik 5.5 seconds adrift. Azun, I don't think he has enough laps to close on the gap, and plus he has penalties over Azun. So, as Racing Big Booty has crashed out in Magus and Beckett, so he was on the soft. Maybe he was pushing, and that has resulted in him just DNFing. Oh, and both racing points crashing out on the same lap. I'm sorry to just interrupt you there. On the Sumi he has taken P4. What is this, full yellows? There is no safety car. It's a virtual safety car, is it? What is it? It's yellows. Shah goes the fastest. 27.6, but I don't see anyone slowing down. It's still yellows on the circuit, but alright, whatever it is. Yeah, so Sumer, as you were saying, Sumer has managed to make his move on Nishan. So this could be, if I'm not wrong, a good haul of points for Renault, obviously, but this could put them in the top three. Could it?
I honestly, I forgot. I can't see where Quick Killer is because of this issue. So is he in the top 5 still?
So Quick Killer is in top 5, yes. He is right behind Jinsanity, who has a 3-second time penalty to his name. So
okay, good. So it seems like Haas is losing out a lot today, actually.
Yeah. So Quick Killer is net P4 at the moment. Let's not forget, he is P5 on track, but he's net P4. Jinsanity has that time penalty. But we could be heading towards an interesting finish to the race between the Renault boys. HVP, who has looked comfortable so far. He is being aided, let's not forget, by Shah, who is... he is on fresh rubber. Shah has the fastest lap, so he has the pace to assist HVP, and I think HVP wouldn't mind that, and Sumer won't be too pleased with that on the other side of the garage.
I actually don't know, but like, do you get dirty air off a lapped car that's a ghost?
You do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. Redstone on the back of Ace on his softcomer yellows in sector 2. Nothing that I can see. Shah has re-overtaken HVP. HVP wouldn't mind that as long as he keeps getting on that DRS of him. He'll keep pulling away the gap from Sumi, and I think that is it. HVP will be without DRS for the next back straight. Okay, let's just quickly, as we approach the final few laps of the race, you think Sumer can get HVP in 2 laps?
Honestly, I don't think so on pure pace, but let's see. I think it's just going to be a strong 1-2 finish for the Renault boys.
The result is definitely going to be a strong one, as Jin and Nishan gets 3-second time penalty each in Maggots and Beckett's. Can Quick Killer be involved in the podium with the penalty?
You know, that would make your prediction, I think, spot on, right?
Oh, the Quick Killer is, I think, within 3 seconds of Nishan as well. Unfortunate that the Quick Killer is being shown P16 in the timesheet, but I think he's in slight contention of being on the podium, interestingly.
That would be good for him and good for Haas, who need as many points as they can get from the sound of it.
Okay, so Jinsanity is under a second behind Nishan, and I think the gap from Jin to Quick Killer should be around 1.5 laps, so I think he's definitely within the 3-second range. Quick Killer can be in for a shout for a podium out of nowhere.
See, I don't think in 2 laps with 17 lap old dials, Jinsanity is going to be able to make anything too fancy on Nishan here.
Yeah, Jinsanity has 6 seconds of time penalty, let's not forget that. So he's anyway losing P4 to Quick Killer. But will he possibly fight Nishan too much to help Quick Killer? I think Quick Killer wouldn't mind that. Oh, as we start the final lap on this wonderful circuit, Nordsumi is within a second of his teammate. Now he's right out of it. Now he's back into it, and now he's right out, and now he's back into it. So it's roller coaster, and I think he should get DRS help. So we'll stay on board on to the battle for this. It should be interesting. He has a DRS. Importantly, can he make up on this tiny little advantage that he has? No slipstream, of course, at the moment. Oh, HEP is out of ERS as well, and Sumer has plenty of it. So this is, I think, advantage to Sumer at this point, and I think if he manages to keep this clean and use, which he is now, his ERS, look at the gap fall down drastically, 7 tenths, 6 tenths, 6.5 tenths now. So he has to use all of it. I think he has to deploy it right now, and hopefully, yeah, you can see the red lights flashing for HVP in P1. He needs to get a pretty good launch out of this final corner, which he does not. Gets a bit of understeer from the dirty air from his teammate, and I think he's not close enough to pose any challenge. He's closing down rapidly here. I really don't think he's close enough to make any move, but what a race it has been for the Renault boys. So HVP started from pole, he kept at it, and his teammates started in P4 up into P2, and both the teams set the purple lap on the final lap of this race did Sumer. So
I was just gonna say Sumi is quick.
Maximum points, and finally out from the 2 races he has had in the past, the bad lucks, he has managed to get P2. I think this is the best finish of the season. Is
So
Sumer's.
did Quick Killer get the podium?
I have no clue. Sure, Nishan is on the podium. Quick Killer is still driving around. I think
P16.
stewards inquiry will come into play after this race. So interestingly, we'll have to wait and see. So Jinsanity is in P4 so far. Azul in P5. Somnaik in P6. P7 is Redstone Dog. AS in P8. Sid Venkatesh in P9 looks like a pretty strong race at the start until that wing damage. Thakur in P10. Sid Kulkarni in P11, so getting those valuable points for the Haas. Abhi rounding off the final point position in P12. Mayank, the championship leader, out of the points. His rival up into P1, so this is not gonna help him. I think he's gonna lose the lead after tonight in the championship standings. Suraj in P14, Shai in P15, and Quick Killer, as per the game, he is a P16, which I really don't think he is. So wow, interesting race, and I think
We really can't wait for 2021 to fix all these bugs, right?
oh yeah, this game has been quite buggy when it comes to the online side of things. So can you, if you can, invite HVP, Nordsumi, Nishan and Quick Killer to the party?
I can invite HVP and Nishan, I think. I don't have Quick Killers.
Alright, so if you can invite a top 3, I can get Quick Killer in. I'll try to get him in. Let's see. Who else do we have? I'll try to. Alright, hopefully they are able to join us. Nishan is here. Let us just get who were a podium. Sumer, of course, and Quick Killer. Where is that guy? Let's hope he is online for me to get him in. Yeah, so right, so I've sent those guys an invite. I think there is some issue with the lobby, of course. as Quick Killer is still going around the circles, and we have to possibly wait for the clock to strike 0, hopefully, and maybe we can have uh, the final results in front of us, which we are not. So I'll just quickly save the race director so that we can have sort of an official thing on the stream for us to.
Do we have everyone here?
I believe so. If we can have Quick Killer, you're here, right? Can you try to retire from the session because you're the only one going around in circles? Possibly leave the session if you can. Can you leave the session?
Where did you finish? Oh.
All right, we are off. Right, so let's not start discussing what stewards needs to look into. There's obviously inquiry channel for that. So once we are through the final standings, we should start with the podium interviews. Apologies for that last minute bug there. Let's just wait for the screen to load. Oh, this is taking quite a lot of time, and we are finally here watching our podium finishes on the podium. We'll just skip through it and for the final time just have a look at the race winners, podium winners, and the grid down. So HGP has won the race from pole, followed by Sumer, his best finishing position in the league. Nishan getting a podium at least per the game. Jinsandy in P4, Azun P5, Saurabh Naik P6, Resund up, Ace, Sid Venkatesh, Thakur Sid Kulkarni, Abhi rounding off the top 12, Mayank Suraj Shah, Quick Killer surprisingly shown in P16, and DNFs were Big Booty, Space Cadet, Steve Scal, and Oxidize Race. So I think this was it. And coming back to our podium, I hope everyone can hear me. HVP, Sumer, Nishan, and Quick Killer.
I don't think HVP is here. I don't see his name, but yeah, I can hear you.
HVP is not here. So alright, so we'll anyway start with Sumer. Sumer, can you hear us? Oh, perfect. So congratulations, P2, your best finishing position in the season or in the league so far. Second podium after not so good results in the previous 2 races. Run us through your race. Yeah, there was a slight contact between you and him. So was it something? I mean, I think as soon as I came on to you guys, the camera view didn't show exactly what happened. So was there a side tap, or did someone run into the back?
Touch the back of you.
Sumer, I think we are getting messages that no one can hear you. Maybe check your party setting once. We will get back to you once you do that. So while he does that, we'll go to Nishan. Nishan, can you hear us?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. So finally a race that you can be happy with. I mean, yes, the game gave you the podium on our screen, but we'll stick to it for now. So a decent result.
Kind of. I mean, I would have hoped for something better, obviously, but I'll take a podium for now.
Yeah.
Sean, I have a question. Actually, do you think that early pit stop put you at a big disadvantage? For towards the end of the race, You got overtaken by Sumi
No,
and...
not really, because it was something with my setup. I wasn't able to push as hard as I would have liked, so yeah, that put me in the back foot.
Yeah, but great race, man.
Thank you, and I'd like to congratulate the Renault guys. They were extremely quick this week, and I think 1-2 would be the best thing for them. They got like 44 points overall, if I'm not wrong. So yeah.
Yeah, that was a big chunk of points, especially with him on pole, HVP, and Sume getting the fastest lap on the final lap of the race.
Oh,
So
right. I didn't even...
yeah, so
register
they
that happened.
Renault have registered the maximum points. I think none of the constructor have done that so far, so that's well done on his part. So coming to a race winner, Harshal is he here?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, finally you are here. So congratulations, your third win of the season, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So run us from the point you saw Jinsanity get that 3-second. Sorry, not 3 second, 5 place grid drop in
I
quali.
have no idea why he got that. I mean, what happened exactly?
I think we might know because we did get that on the stream. So for some reason we saw his car stopped on the track in quali after his first run. And yeah, Racing Point just went into the back of him as a result, and the game ended up giving him the penalty. So we don't know if how fair that was. Obviously, could be unfair. But keeping that aside, obviously from your point of view, seeing your nearest rival, you know, not start on pole, he was down the order in P6, if I'm not wrong. Did that give you some confidence that okay, that now you can actually control the pace through the entirety of this race?
Yeah, they actually did. I mean, looking at Sume also starting at P5 or P4 was it?
P4, I think. Yep.
Yeah. So I thought sure knew that in the first end I would lead the race. But at the end of the race, I was really scared. Sume was covering up 0.5 seconds per lap. And one more lap, I think I would have lost the lead easily.
Yeah, so it did get quite close towards the end.
Yeah.
Honestly, because at the middle stage of the race, we did see that you had a gap to Nishan of around a couple of seconds, but that gap came down, but then you set a fastest lap on, I think, 9 lap old softs.
Yeah.
So was it something that you were relaxing on track and then you just decided, okay, let's just pull up a gap? So was that something you did, or were there a few errors on those laps?
Well, that was the actual plan. We need to take it easy during the first turn. It was very important for saving the tire for the end. There is always a chance of someone try and undercut you. Saving fuel and ERS as well. So, it worked out well.
Yeah, I think the race overall turned out quite well for you and for your team as well. You know, taking the maximum points.
I did predict that I know 1-2.
You did predict? Okay, wow. So have you guys been practicing together?
No, not a lot.
Ah, okay. But anyways, nevertheless, I think you were P6 in the constructors before the race. I think this should get you right back in the mix. You went far off, by the way. You were 30 points behind the leaders in the constructors. But I think after tonight, things could change quite drastically in the championship table.
Mark didn't score a point today.
I think
I think Ace did. Mine was P13.
Oh.
And yeah, so who I think Sumer, is your setting back to normal? Okay, and check your party setting as once. Just ensure that it's all set to always allow your voice.
This is a good volume though. You're way louder now.
All right. So if someone in the chat can confirm if they can hear Sumer.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can. You checked? Okay, fine.
You're asking about stream.
In the stream, yes. So, anyone else who is in the party we didn't speak to yet, besides Sumer?
Killer, we haven't spoken to Quick Killer.
Oh, Quick Killer is here as well. I'm sorry, I just forgot about it. I'm really sorry. So, Quick Killer, unofficial podium sitter. We'll have to wait and see once the steward inquiry is. All right, so don't be too disappointed if it's unfair. You will be back on the podium. So, anyways, run us through your race. So, were quite far back from Herschel, but it seemed that you started to claw back. So, and then Jinsanity came and overtook you out of nowhere. So, what happened during that stage? At one stage, you were looking to possibly challenge Herschel, and then your volume is too low. Yep.
You got disconnected, you said?
You got disconnected. Oh.
When did that happen?
Right, I think quick killer, we are having the same issue as Sumer is having. You are not audible on the stream. That I've just checked. Yeah, so I'll just keep it. I think you are clearly not happy with how the result has panned out, but just submit your footage. I think it should be all right at the end. So what quick killer is saying that he isn't pleased. He got disconnected in the middle. He lost time, and yeah, by the time he reconnected, his position counter went bust, and he was shown P16 when actually he was fighting for podiums. Jinsanity was on pole, but he had a grid drop penalty from qualifying, and he started P6. So, Sumer, just one last try. Is your setting all right? Let me just check on my end as well if you're audible. Nope, you're not audible. So I apologize. I think we have to wrap up the podium interviews here. Unlucky. So Sumer, I mean, I'll just brief what he said. So he's pretty pleased how the races went. Wasn't too pleased in the qualifying, but just made it all up in the race. And I think getting maximum haul for Renault is something that he can be, or both of the Renault drivers can be proud of. So this has been Caesar bringing you all the action from round 7 of season 2, and keeping me company was Nirvan, or Shadow Sword, for the very first time. I hope you enjoyed your first stint as a commentator.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
It wasn't too awkward, or you weren't too nervous. I mean, thanks to you, we got a visitor from US. I mean, IRL is across oceans now, thanks to you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is Caesar signing off, and we will see you tomorrow within 24 hours for our Division 1 race on the same track. And we'll have Malav, or You Can Beat Me, bring you all the action. So until then, this is Caesar along with Shadow signing off, and good night.